The Bridge of Humanity, a moral story about kindness, compassion, and being human. Humanity, it is the light inside us that shines not because of who we are, but because of how we treat others. Humanity is kindness, compassion, responsibility, empathy, and the willingness to help someone with no expectation of reward. But in today's fast-moving world, we sometimes forget this human quality. That is why stories have the power to remind us. Today, we explore a touching moral story about humanity. A story of a young boy, a lonely old man, and the simple act of kindness that changed an entire village. This is the story of Arhan and the Old Bridge Keeper. Part 1. The Village and the Old Bridge. In a peaceful village surrounded by green fields and a flowing river, there stood an old wooden bridge. It connected the village to the market, the school, and nearby farmland. For as long as anyone remembered, the bridge was cared for by a quiet old man named Rahim. Rahim cleaned the bridge every morning, repaired broken planks, and helped children cross safely. He never asked for money. He simply believed, serving people is serving humanity. But as years passed, the villagers became busy with their own lives. They stopped noticing Rahim's efforts. Some even complained that he worked too slowly. Rahim remained patient and kind, but deep inside, he felt lonely. Part 2. Enter Arhan, a boy with a big heart. In the same village lived a 12-year-old boy named Arhan. He was cheerful, helpful, and curious, always ready to talk to everyone. Unlike others, Arhan liked Rahim. Every day on his way to school, Arhan would greet him. "Good morning, Uncle Rahim." Rahim's eyes would brighten. He appreciated the little boy's kindness, because Arhan was the only one who still treated him like a human being, not just a bridge worker. One morning, Arhan noticed Rahim coughing heavily and struggling to carry wooden planks. "Uncle Rahim, are you okay?" Arhan asked. Rahim smiled weakly. "I'm fine, my boy. The bridge must be cared for." Arhan felt worried. He sensed something was wrong, and soon he would discover the truth. Part 3. The Storm and the Collapsing Bridge. A week later, a heavy storm hit the village. Winds roared, lightning flashed, and the river began to rise dangerously. Early the next morning, villagers noticed something alarming. Part of the old wooden bridge was broken. Rahim had worked all night trying to protect it, but the storm was too strong. Everyone panicked. "The market is on the other side. What about the school children? We can't cross the river safely." Villagers blamed Rahim. "It's his job. Why didn't he fix it properly? He's too old now. He should retire." Rahim listened silently, tears in his eyes. Arhan felt angry hearing the villagers blame him. "He did everything alone," Arhan shouted. "None of you helped him." But the villagers ignored the little boy. They only wanted quick solutions, not truth. Arhan decided he would help Rahim no matter what. Part 4. Arhan steps up. After school, Arhan went to the damaged bridge. He found Rahim sitting alone, holding his chest, coughing. "Uncle Rahim, let me help you," Arhan said. Rahim shook his head. "No, it's too dangerous." But Arhan didn't leave. He picked up a hammer and small wooden stick. "I can hand you tools. I can tie ropes. I can call people. I can do something." Rahim looked at the boy's determined eyes and whispered, "You have the heart of humanity, Arhan." Together, they began repairing the foundation. But they couldn't do it alone. The river was strong. The bridge was old. Time was running out. Arhan took a deep breath and shouted toward the village. "Come help us. If this bridge collapses, all of us will suffer." At first, no one responded. But slowly, something changed. Part 5. Humanity Awakens. A few villagers remembered how Rahim had helped them in the past. Carrying an old woman across during floods. Rescuing a child who slipped. Repairing the bridge after storms. Helping a farmer carry goods across the river. Guilt began to rise in their hearts. One person stepped forward. Then another. Then another. Within minutes, dozens of villagers arrived with tools, ropes, wood, and nails. Arhan smiled with relief. Thank you. Together we can fix it. For the first time in years, Rahim saw the entire village working side by side. Men hammered nails. Women carried wooden planks. Children gathered small stones. Everyone joined hands for a common purpose. The spirit of humanity, once forgotten, now shone brightly. Part 6. The bridge is saved. As the sun began to set, the new wooden planks were firmly in place. The broken sections were strengthened. Ropes and support beams were added. The bridge, once on the edge of collapse, now stood stronger than before. The villagers looked proudly at their work. One man said, "We never realized how much Rahim did. We took him for granted." Another added, "It took a child to remind us what humanity means." Rahim wiped tears from his eyes. "I never wanted thanks, just kindness." Arhan held his hand and said, "And today you got more than thanks. You got family." Part 7. Rahim falls ill. The next day, Rahim was found very sick. His hands trembled. He could barely speak. The storm, the long night, the years of hard work. His body could no longer handle it. Villagers rushed him to the doctor. "We should have helped him earlier," they said with regret. Arhan stayed by Rahim's side day and night. Rahim held his hand and whispered, "Humanity is not in big acts, Arhan. It's in the small acts done with a big heart." Arhan nodded with tears. Rahim closed his eyes. He passed away peacefully. The village lost a guardian, but gained a new understanding of humanity. Part 8. A new beginning. The villagers wanted to honor Rahim's memory. They renamed the bridge the Humanity Bridge. But even more beautiful was what they did next. They built a small hut near the bridge, so volunteers could take turns maintaining it. Not one person's job, but everyone's responsibility. Arhan was chosen as the first young volunteer. He took the role seriously, remembering Rahim's wisdom. Every day he greeted people with kindness, helped elders cross the bridge, and taught younger children the value of compassion. The bridge became more than wood and nails. It became a symbol of unity. Part 9. The moral of the story. Arhan and Rahim's story teaches us powerful lessons. 1. Humanity means helping others without expecting reward. 2. Even small acts of kindness can create big change. 3. We often realize someone's importance only when they are gone, so appreciate them today. 4. No one should carry the weight alone. Community matters. 5. A child's innocence can remind adults of forgotten values. 6. Humanity grows when we see others not as strangers, but as family. Part 10. Practicing humanity in daily life. You don't need to save a bridge to show humanity. Every day offers opportunities. Helping someone cross a road, comforting a sad friend, feeding a hungry animal, being gentle with your words, sharing what you can, respecting everyone equally, standing up for someone who is alone, paying attention to people who are often ignored. Humanity is a choice, a simple, beautiful choice to care. Closing message. Humanity is the thread that connects us all. It is the kindness that heals wounds, the compassion that builds communities, and the love that brings light to dark places. So the next time you see someone struggling, someone lonely, or someone unnoticed, remember Rahim, remember Arhan, and remember that even the smallest act of humanity can build a bridge that lasts forever. Thank you for listening. May humanity guide your thoughts, actions, and heart.
Hi friends, I'm your white fairy. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. See you in the next adventure.